Hello. Welcome to the second episode of the FTB Skies video series. Today, I'll be working on quite a few things, but first, what I worked on between scenes. A clipboard containing all the things that I'll be doing this episode. And it will all be building up to a single cobblestone generator. But, I guess we just get started. Of course, we will be completing quests. The main goal of this is to complete all the chapters in their entirety, but for the time being, we will be abandoning those quests. As you can see between streams, we got another 3 buckets of lava, I believe it is, so we're at 5 total, and that is just a little bit more than perfect to expand the lava farm. So let me get the materials for that, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got most of the materials, but I'm also learning that it may not be able to do things as well as I wanted to, because I can't get any more dripstone yet. Before I can get dripstone, I need a bit of preparations. So we're only going to be working with 3 for now, but that should be okay. I definitely need a way to get back up there. So I was not entirely prepared. That's fine. Oops. That's fine. I could have just used the dirt, but I'm gonna make more cobblestone instead, because I'll make my life harder. So we'll go up here, break these. Okay, so I could just collect it and then step out. That works. Oops. I really should make a staircase up here. And yes, I am on fire. It's fine. Oh, there's a 6th bucket. Cool. And we'll just do that. 1 bucket. 2. I desperately need food. 3. And 4. Now all I have to do is place the dripstone. Like I said, only 3 bits of it is actually going to be covered until I can get a 4th one. But again, that 4th one's blocked behind a wall. In fact, let me just go ahead and show that. The easiest way I can see to get dripstone, specifically pointed dripstone, is this. I need water essence and any kind of stone, and water essence needs an imbuement chamber. Or I can get it by crafting a ritual blazer and any of these things, which seems quite easy as soon as I get that. But I need crushed netherrack sifted down, and that requires more of the nether. Or not more of the nether, but actually I think just about the same, because I just need brass. Or I could use this. Who knows, we'll figure that out later. That's not the goal, because it does not help us in our cobblestone generator right now. And that would be a very large sidetrack. Now, the other thing is, I'm not sure if this will fill hoppers, these hoppers here. So we're gonna need more iron. So I'm gonna turn this into a piece of stone. And once I'm done turning this into stone, I think I'll get more. Actually, I need more stone. Well, let me get, whoops, a bit of stone built up, and then I'll get a couple of pedestals and hopefully get cobblestone. I'll also get the pedestals for the dirt out because I need those. I'll get all the pedestal stuff I need and then I'll be right back. But before that, I expanded that. Let's do that. Ah, my mic was muted. Okay, I got the stuff and now it's just a matter of placing things down. This will go there. This will go there. And I do need 2 more pedestals. I should be able to craft those up though. I was supposed to have had everything ready, but it's fine. Because pedestals are easy to craft. See? Easy. Anyway. I'm gonna need, I'll put that on there, this, and I guess I do need 2 more. That's fine. We'll figure that out later. I was gonna place 2 chests here, and then have each one go into a chest. But for now, I'll just do that. Actually, should be fine to go into 1 chest. I just have double the output into 1 chest. Maybe. Depending on the speed. I'm also going to need a few more of these, but that's fine. Set that there, that there, that there, that there. Then we get the linking tool. This will receive that, and this will receive that. And yeah, I'll keep it separate. I think keeping it separate is a necessary task. Because this will be the dirt that I can sift, and this will be the stone that turns into gravel, which leads me to the next step after I get more of these done. I need an auto hammer, and I was looking at it. I need 2 glass, 2 gold, 2 iron, 2 redstone, and that doesn't seem too easy to get, but I might already have it. So yeah, here's 2 redstone. I have a little bit of iron. I guess I'll just do that. I have the gold. I guess I just need an iron hammer, which means I need more iron, and a bit of sand. So I guess I'll get the sand and the iron hammer and I'll be right back. Oh boy, we got a loot bee, and oh, it just went into the beehive. I actually am not sure what to do about that. Oh well, I guess we'll figure that out when morning hits. But I got all the materials. I just need to put them together and hope that I get it right. Oh, I never got the glass. Okay, well that's fine. I need more smooth stone for the pedestals, and I need glass. So yeah, I'll be right back when I get those. I'm also gonna need more fuel for the furnace. And it's morning time, and the loot bee has returned. I want to say I want it to follow me. I don't know if it'll drop anything now. But I hope it does. I'll just keep that in my inventory for now, just in case. But I don't think it's gonna spawn anything because it went into the beehive. I think that's a bug that it has. Anyway, I got what I needed, and I also have more coal readied up. So we're gonna chuck 2 of these in here, 2 of these in here, 2 of these in here. Glass, and perhaps I got it wrong. Is it gold in the center? And redstone at the bottom. Yep, there it is. Cool. So we got an auto hammer. And if I do that, that's output. So I have to do the opposite, which then puts them in there, right? So let's see if I get chests real quick. A chest real quick. If I take a piece of cobblestone and throw it in there, no, that does not work. That means I must need a hopper. Do I have a wooden hopper? Because I don't feel like making another one. No, but I have this simple golden hopper, which I could probably try to use. Boom. I take this and it goes in here. I'm guessing it will go in here. Cool. Oh, 2. Wait, how does that have 2 in there? Did it work the first time? Oh, it did. It was just slow. Cool. So now I need to get cobblestone into here. And that means I'm going to need a little bit more stone. And I guess once I get that, I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the pedestals. I can put those onto these chests here. I got the upgrades. It took a little bit to get the iron for it. This goes there, this goes there, this goes there, this goes there. These are gonna be flipped because I did place that on the wrong side, but that's fine. So take that. That's linked successfully. And then take that. That's linked successfully. So now we have gravel, and I also have some over here. Oh, there's a fairy. Hello. Cool. But I had some over here because I needed more iron for the hoppers to make these upgrades here. Forgot what they're called already. Import upgrades, I think. So now we'll get infinite dirt, infinite cobblestone. I did that backwards. And infinite gravel. So that does it for none of these, unfortunately. Oh wait, nope, unlimited dirt. And I'm gonna need more sticks. The issue is I'm running quite low in bone meal, so I might wait on that one. And I guess the next thing is the red dye, which I could probably get right now. All I have to do is just... Cool. And then I can throw this into here. Wait until I stop seeing particles, which might take a little bit. I could have used the crusher, the thing I get lava with, but I decided against that. Just because it would take a pretty long time to do. And then I guess... Right. I am out of saplings, that's a problem. I have some bones, I guess. Let's use these. Cool. Get some of these. And once I get the tree farm, I'll get more bone meal, so I'm not too worried about it. But basically, I'll take 4 of these and then... I take these sticks throw them around a couple of red dye. Actually, let's make half of those. And I have 48 reactive frames. And then I'll also take maybe 6 dirt, and I'll do the same thing. Get sticks all around here. Put dirt in the center, and that's replaceable scaffolding. So basically, I place this here, and anything I want to put in there, I can, and it just replaces it for me automatically. The reactive scaffolding is nice because I can build a bridge across the sky that I could also climb on, I guess. And when I break it, all of it breaks. Unfortunately, this means that some of it will probably be lost into the void, but it'll be the only bridge I have for a while, so I'm not too worried about it. As of where I'll put the new islands, I'm not sure, but that takes that off, that off. I got more iron. I didn't get more andesite yet, but I have the dirt to do so. And I guess I'll focus on getting quite a bit of that, although I do already have some of that stuff in my inventory. So I guess that's not the biggest worry in the world. But I'll get a little bit more, most likely. I guess I'll be back when I have a decent bit. It's been a few days since I last recorded, but I'm back now, and I got iron that I smelted up, as well as a bunch of andesite, yes, right here, that I also got from all the dirt. It isn't much, but it's some. And I also grabbed the campfire outside of the chest because I want to place it down. Maybe not permanently, but I really need food. And this just is not cutting it. I ate all the berries I had. I don't think I have anything else other than raw fish. So the idea is to use the raw fish to my advantage. All the stacks and stacks that I keep getting. Or kept getting, I've since stopped doing that. But now, if I go to the checklist, there's a few changes I want to make. The first one is completing that, I guess. I definitely should get a mixer before I convert all of it. And then I need a portable storage interface. I do need a few things. But when I make this new island, which again, I'm still not sure where, and I might put something between the deployers and the new island, if I'm being honest. I might have like a side objective, which would be... I don't know what I'm gonna say for it. I guess structure some buildings. I guess it's like they're gonna be buildings that I build throughout. I kind of want it to go around the island and follow the floating theme, and then I guess somewhere I'll have a bridge. But once I kind of lay out where that'll go, whether it is fully structured or just top-down layout, I'll start on... I mean, I guess maybe I could do that before I get into the create mod stuff. But tree farm, if you notice, it previously said temporary. I'm changing that because I finally have a style in mind for it, which means when I build this tree farm, I'll be able to keep it, and I won't have to change it. Of course, I still have to lay out that building. There's a whole lot of things I need to do still. I think I want to move on to structuring those buildings while I cook the food. So let me go ahead and figure out how I'm gonna do that and put a bunch of stuff away. don't need these. Yeah, let me figure out how I'm gonna do that, and I guess I'll be back. I don't even know what these do. We'll figure that out. Okay, so I got a little bit of a layout planned here. And essentially the houses will be, or not houses, but buildings, I guess. I don't know what they'll be yet. They'll be kind of around the circle, and the circle will lay out the path that they're connected to. And then over here, I have a plan, kind of. I might move this back to line up with the buildings, I'm not sure yet. But I know I want something there. There are two ways I could go about it. But I'm thinking about going with one specifically. I just have to see how it goes. I could either just move the rails way down, because that's going to be kind of like a quote-unquote train station. I say that because I have more plans, but I don't want the railroads to show for it. So airship, I guess. But essentially I'll either have the railings at the bottom of the world moving it. I don't want to do the top of the world, but I could if I have to, if the bottom of the world doesn't work. Or I'll try to install steam and rails and get phantom rails and see if that works. Also, the reason I used these goodbye, bee. Guess it's falling off the edge. Ah, there it is. Goodbye, Mr. B. It's okay. Also, I think some of my fish might have vanished. Or I just collected it and never put more on there. Yeah, some of it vanished. It's fine. I definitely need to get that sorted out. It's too bad I can't automatically collect things from the campfire. Or can I? I'll consider it. I know I can automatically put things onto the campfire. I don't know if I can automatically collect them or not. But I'll try it. I think something like that might be worth doing before I can get more. Oh, it came back. Cool, I guess. Anyway, I guess the next plan now is I'll try to get steam and rails if I can. I'm pretty sure I should be able to. It is an older version. And if that fails, then I'll have to go with regular tracks at the way bottom, and that's fine. But B, now that I got this laid out, I can potentially plan where the next island is going to go. I think I want the ship to go here and maybe go off that way. So the first island will be in the distance over there, and essentially it'll be the tree farm. The cool thing about the tree farm is I kind of already planned a train station there, and then I guess I could do a road. So potentially what'll be over there is train station in the back, which will go to other lumber mills, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to do the train station in the back now that I have a plan for like a flying ship that'll kind of traverse between islands. But the plan beforehand was to get a train that would go from tree farm to tree farm. Maybe I do allow it, but where like I'll eventually change the ship. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. The ship will go there, which will actually be a warehouse for it, for the wood. And I'll have a train that'll kind of go from tree farm to tree farm and then drop it off there. And then the ship will go off. It'll have a tree farm on it, because A, I need to start a tree farm, and B, I mean, why not? I can have 2 oak tree farms, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, that's my final decision. I just need to get this planned out, and I might just destroy the side of this island and turn it into like a docking system. And I need to go over that way to build the island. I'll probably use a bit of the reactive or responsive scaffolding. I just need to get dye and sticks. I'll probably use a beetroot farm for the dye. That should work fine, right? And then obviously sticks I'll just have to plant manually until I can get a tree farm up. But the next step, since I can't do any of that without andesite alloy, is a mixer, because I want cheaper alloy. And that should be quite easy. Crafting table. All I need to do is get... Did I put the andesite away? Oh, this might be harder than I thought. No, okay, it's fine. Alright, there we go. Take this. I need 7 for a basin. Wait, don't I also need a press? If I have drills, I definitely have a press. Or would that be saws? No, yeah, that's 100% saws. Okay. I'm gonna need a press. That's fine. So let's just turn a couple more of these into alloy. Because the press is going to be made like so. Cool. So I guess that completed a quest. Yeah, I got a depot. Guess it doesn't matter just yet though. I think I need 3 for the mixer. No, I need 5. I 100% need 5. Okay. I don't even need to check, I know it. This is gonna take a little while. Nice. So now I can head back to the crafting table. Put this here. Uh-oh, I forgot how to make a mixer. No, I didn't. It's definitely that, yeah. Then I take that, and I need a cog. Small cog. There we go. Okay, now I take the mixer, I take casing, and I take a cog, and I do that. Now I need 3 more. I make a basin. I only needed 5, that's fine. There we go. And then I can mix things together. Guess I'll take time to do that. And the reason I did that is because before I was using 2 andesite and 2 nuggets to get a single get this real quick, to get a single alloy, but now 2 nuggets and 2 andesite. As soon as this is done, will actually give me 2 andesite alloy. So cost was cut in half, which is exactly what I wanted. So now we can turn that on, and then next I go with the portable storage device, and let me figure out exactly what I need to make that, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Did a bit of research. Redstone not links. Portable storage interfaces are easy. I just need a chute and casing. Just gonna make the casing real quick. I need to press 2 of these. Right here. Take the... Where did I put it? Oh, I put it back here. Alright, take the hand crank, throw it up here. 1, 2, and that's all I need. Head over here. I can then take this, put this here, not that, that, and then I get chutes, which completes a quest. Let me grab that real quick. Oh, I got a belt. It just gave me a belt. Also, I got the mixer, which gave me cinder flour, and that can be used for blaze cakes later on. And I get the, that was weird. Things just bugged a little bit. Alright, we'll figure that out later. What's important is I take this, put this here, this, put this here, and I have a portable storage interface, which should have given me... I need brass. So maybe the next step is getting brass. But before I can do that, I need a blaze burner, which means I need netherrack. And I also need 4 more sheets. Question is... netherrack. In order to get netherrack, I need to place this down. I also need 2 pedestals, which means I'm going to need more stone. And then I'll need I think it's a material generator, which means I'll need a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. And I most definitely do not have stone. Not more than 2 at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And I'll be back when I'm done with that. And I guess... I mean, I could get a mechanical bearing before I get brass. I need the bearing, saws... let's see. Mechanical bearing is definitely sooner. That was not the right button to press. Saws are definitely sooner. I could also make harvesters, which I'll need later to harvest leaves. But I think I'll need a bit more andesite. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't think I need a chest for it, although I will have to wait for it to generate after every stack. But I'm going to get a pedestal for this, and I'm going to get andesite. Hopefully I have enough andesite chunks, but I probably don't since I used all of them. But if I make polished andesite, I can put a pedestal on top of it to get andesite endlessly. The same way I'm doing with dirt and cobblestone. So I'll take some dirt, sift it down, get 4 andesite chunks, not 4, 16 andesite chunks, and then I'll use that to get infinite andesite and make pedestals for infinite netherrack. I'll then take the netherrack and 4 iron sheets, make a blaze burner, make a temporary little platform out there where I can get blaze rod or capture a blaze in the burner, and then I should be able to collect the reward. The issue is I know surviving the nether at this stage is a little difficult, but I'll probably be back when I do all that. Before I go though, I want to mention I got Steam and Rails. I decided on trying that first, which means I can get Phantom Rails. The issue is in order to get Phantom Rails, I need Phantom Membranes. And the only way to get Phantom Membranes is Phantom Membrane Block, which I get with 4 Phantom Membranes, using a Loot Fabricator, which is difficult at best, because I need a Loot Fabricator, and then I'll also need a Simulator and a Phantom Data Model, which I don't have any way of getting as far as I know. I could just, defeat Phantoms, but unfortunately, FTB Skies by default has them disabled. So that's also not going to be possible. I could also use an antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer, but the issue with that is turning one piece of leather into one piece of phantom membrane when I need a basic chemical tank full of antimatter. That gets expensive, because for antimatter I need polonium. Polonium I need nuclear waste. Nuclear waste I need both fissile fuel and water, oil, or sodium. I would prefer to just use water, but I also need a fission reactor, which means I need all of this stuff placed, and I don't know how to build one of those. But then to get fissile fuel, I need uranium hexafluoride, which means I need uranium oxide and hydrofluoric acid. And in order to get those, I need yellow cake uranium, which comes from enriching a uranium ingot, which I'm going to say I get by smelting raw uranium, which is fine because I can get gravel. But that process is extremely complicated. Let's just go forward just a little bit, if I can remember what I needed to get that. Yes, in order to get uranium hexafluoride, I also need hydrofluoric acid, and that requires sulfuric acid and fluorite. And sulfuric acid comes from water vapor and sulfur trioxide. That comes from oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Oxygen comes from separating oxygen and hydrogen, which means I just need to separate the hydrogen from it. But then I also need sulfur dioxide, which is sulfur dust. And that means I need an earth charge in sulfur or salt gunpowder. I can use various things, a crusher, pressurized reaction, but the steps, all those steps just to get a phantom membrane is kind of insane. So I think I'm gonna use an alternate method. And that's one that I don't think they tell me in JEI. Let's see, I can just... Nope, that's a pedestal. Can't I search up entities in the game? Statue loot is a thing. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, these are all statues. That's why. Hang on. You can't just look up an entity and search it? I thought you could. Because when I searched Phantom, that was a thing, right? No, it was not. I thought it was because of the Phantom trophy. Whatever the case, I'll just explain it since the game doesn't want to. So, when you sleep, and you have cats, I'll take that. They have a 70% chance to gift you an item, as long as they're standing near the bed when you go to sleep. There is, I believe, a 3% chance that that item, it was either 3% or 1.3%, that item is a phantom membrane. Now, that seems extremely difficult in mass numbers. However, if I get multiple cats, which should hopefully result in multiple rewards each day, I only need one phantom membrane to travel 32 blocks with rails. So, for the first build, we're talking going here to over there, I might only need 2 or 3 phantom membranes to travel that distance. And that's not too challenging at all. Of course, I do need to figure out wow, okay. I do need to figure out how far back the housing will go. I could very well just lower it down here because I kind of want to do a bit of a staged thing where it goes up a stage over time. I definitely could also put more cauldrons in here because that's not filling anything up, and that was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of wasteful to have it like this, in my opinion. But now that I got the explanation of the phantom membranes out of the way and explaining that I'll need cats, which means I'll definitely have to get that built up a little bit before I get them, I will get to work on getting the netherrack and the andesite that I need. And that should hopefully help me get brass. Of course, the temporary platform is something I'll also need to do for blazes. I'll be back when I have all this stuff done. My mic was muted. Okay. So, I don't know if that's a good guy or not. What I do know is I got my blaze burner, and I just need to wait for a blaze. That's not a good guy. Good to know. Cool. You won't chase me through here, right? Good to know. Probably need to expand the path, the path thing a little bit more. Likewise, definitely need a weapon, and I should definitely have that in my inventory. So, let's take care of that. And apparently that was a quest. Cool. I should probably defend. Well, you know, I guess that works. But seriously? I didn't even load in yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get my stuff, am I? How do I deal with this? Do I just have to keep going in blind until I can do something about it? Or did he just despawn after 3 painful experiences. I'll say it that way. I'm just gonna have to keep going in and doing the same thing until he's gone, aren't I? I don't think there's anything I can do. Okay, I got him farther away from my platform. And there's blazes there. If he doesn't despawn and I have to deal with him myself, I better get something good out of it. Rest in pieces, I guess? I mean... there's not much I can do since he can't travel to the overworld. That would be a little bit better for me. Okay, exactly how much health does this thing have? And should I potentially try collecting my stuff and heading back? Yeah, I absolutely don't have a chance unless I just keep doing this. Maybe I'll be back when I get this done. That's kind of ridiculous. Because it's like, I can't do anything on the loading screen. Seriously? A blaze? A blaze from that far away. That's insane to me. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Oh, wait. Okay, let me block and go back and see if that works. You better give me something good for the trouble I have to deal with you. He wasn't so strong. Yes, he was. That was awful. I guess upon blocking, I inflict poison? What are you doing with a bow? Okay, I just need you to vanish. Okay, I still have full health. Cool. And I'll take you. Oh, whoops. I'll take you, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna run. I'm starting to think this isn't worth it anymore. Oh, that's fine. Let's just head back and get my things. Excuse me? Did you, like, instantly shoot me? Yeah, I'm gonna vanish. Now I have a blaze burner. And I can get... I have 2 mixers. That's cool, I guess. Probably for the blaze cakes. Because I'm pretty sure I need a basin to mix the eggs, sugar, and nether stuff. Forget what it's called. But the important thing is I need zinc and copper. So let me see how much of that I have. I also did not expand the platform at all. So that's fine. That's still smelting up. Zinc, copper. Let me take this. Okay. And then I'll mix it together into a little bit of brass. Except for some reason I'm quite low on copper. No, I'm not. There we go. And guess I'll just do that. Alright. Now all I have to do is wait for this. I'll be back when I have zinc and copper. And now that I have all the zinc and copper I need, and a new friend, I can just head over here. Take the 1 charcoal. Yeah. Throw this in. Nope, not like that. Throw this in here. That did not. Okay. Throw this in here. That definitely did go too far. There we go. Then all I have to do is heat it up, start spinning. And now that I have this done, I take these, get a bunch more rewards, and I was, I was picking up things between, loot B has spawned, there it is, cool. And now, I can, whoops, probably chuck a couple things away. I don't need those yet. Definitely don't ever need those. And I can now collect the rewards. And that would be the blaze burner from earlier, brass, and finally a portable storage interface. Yeah, blaze arrows, cool. And now I'm getting more rewards because I got a hat. Cool. Barrels. Alright, let me claim these other rewards real quick because first we have Monster Hunter. Then we have... Never mind. Whoops. Oh, I did get one. Okay, I thought I didn't get it for some reason. Chuck that right there, and then I can throw those in there, because I don't yet need them. Now, the B is normal, so I can plant that back there. And then I can hit in here, and I can check off the portable storage interface, blaze burner, and brass. Now all I need is a single mechanical bearing, a couple saws, harvesters, and deployers. So let's... okay, we don't need that. The next thing is to make the bearings, which it's done. I need another axe. Sticks. I guess I don't have any sticks anywhere. I thought I would. That's fine. I'll just craft them. Hopefully I don't need more than one bearing. Or more than one case. I definitely will. I don't even know why I said that. First step, some casing. This thing, and I need a slab. Cool. So, first, okay, first casing, then slab, then bearing. That's probably the other way around. Mechanical bearing. Cool. And I got super glue, which is even better. I then need harvesters. I'm pretty sure I need this for everything. Harvesters, depots, saws. Yeah, let me get some more wood. I don't know how big the tree farm will be, but if I need more saws later, I can do that. I guess the main objective... This is a humongous storage. But I guess the main objective here is, I want to get at least the quests done for it. So, saw, harvester. Okay. And I'm going to need more alloy. And that's fine. That's why I built this over here, which means I can just take all 64 of those. Let's see if I can't make 64 nuggets. Good enough. Now I'll throw that in, and then I'll mix it. And then all I have to do is just make the rest of the components. And now with another stack of these, all I have to do is head over here. Let's say I put these here. I'm pretty sure a harvester is like this. No. It must be the opposite. No. I was sure it's 2 sheets. Okay. So all I have to do is head over here, and I did do that to make it faster. I got a little bit tired of spinning. My brain had a blank for a second. I got tired of using the hand crank, so I made it slightly faster to see if I could prevent needing to in the future. So now I take that, which could give me iron rods, but that's not what I want. What I want is a harvester. And then... is this a saw or a drill? Neither. I should definitely check. How do I make the saw? I need more iron. I'll put this away for the time being. Take this iron. Throw it in here with 2 sticks. Wait for the long, painful duration of iron to smelt. But while I wait, I'm gonna spin this a little bit more. Oh, cool. The map shows red for hostile entities that aren't picked up on the map, I believe. Oh, yeah. Like that. That annoying thing. And then there's this thing, which can't get to me. Boom, boom, boom. That right in the center, and we now have a saw. Head over here, where I'll temporarily put the components away until I need them. And I can collect more super glue, a fertilizer upgrade, which increases the plant speed, I guess? I'm not sure. But apparently I also got an achievement, which is pretty cool. Chests have multiplied. I definitely can't block that. I can block it. Okay, cool. I got a 9. Oh! Increases invincibility time after taking damage. Yes, the cross necklace. Which I assume is in reference to Terraria. But I could be wrong. The next thing I need to do is a deployer, which is that a quest? It is a quest, so let's make that. Pretty sure I need some brass sheets, don't I? Yes, I need 4 brass sheets. I'm also gonna need quartz and redstone. I have redstone, and I have a theory on how I can get quartz. I think if I get sand, and I'm going to say I throw it into Spirit Fire, it gives me soul sand. And if I were to sift that in an andesite mesh, it can give me quartz ingot. So let's head over here where I have gravel real quick. Wow, there's stacks in there waiting for me. I think what I'll do is I'll chuck one in here at a time. And let me get my hand crank. Oh, wait, that's not right. I throw it into Spirit Fire. Oh, wait, that was a quest? Oh, it was. And that gives me 17. And as soon as I get one quartz, I don't need to... Yep, there we go. That's all I need. And then I'll head to a crafting table, chuck these in here. There we go. I will need a single more sand. I'll also need paper. So now I can craft sandpaper. Put this in my offhand. There we go. I think I'll need an iron sheet, so... I'm definitely out of iron. So let's take one of the water wheels real quick. Put that one there. I'll take the soul sand and throw it in a chest for now. That's rich soil, which I can get back by digging it. So what I'm gonna do is, since I don't need that, block that off. I'll deal with this later. And then I'll take the gravel and chuck it in here. And I'll let that grind down for iron. Get the iron. And while that's happening, I'll smelt down, or crush down, press down 4 of these. That was weird. It's like I was spinning it with no apparent way to do so. Okay. So now I'm gonna head over here and make one of these. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if I take this, where did the casing go? Oh, it is in my inventory. Let's head over here and put these away. I do this, this, and then I think I need the electron tube. It's already 4 iron, so that's cool. 14, sorry. I think I only need 1, right? Actually, I'm just gonna do this. I think I need to press this. And then I can head over here, push
this above this. That makes an electron tube. The electron tube goes above the brass casing, which goes, or the andesite casing, which goes above the brass hand, and that gives me a deployer. So now I need to know why that didn't, because it doesn't give me a reward. Now I can make a a mechanical arm, but I don't need that right now, so I'm not worried about it. Also, they're expensive, and I need a precision mechanism farm before I get into that. But now I can get to the part where I start making the new island. I might do that in another episode, I should say. I might not do that this episode because I think this episode's drawing on way longer than it needs to. So I'm gonna put it into editing and figure out how long this is. If it's too long, then I'll start the tree farm in the next one. If not, then I'll probably start it in this one. Of course, that's gonna be making a new island, planning out the structure for the tree farm, building the tree farm on top of it, and then I'll make another new island where the cobble build will go. But the initial plan is sheep for now, just because I need wool for the mills that it's going to go on. I'm surprised I didn't lay out how much or how many saws I would need or anything like that. Like once I got here, I started laying out like I need 28 drills. I actually don't know how accurate that is, so we're just gonna say I need drills and I'll add to it later. Obviously I'm gonna need a lot of leaves, and that's part of why I'm making the tree farm first. The other reason is wood, of course. I'll need more portable storage interfaces, and of course I'll need shafts, cogs, and apparently 24 sails. I don't know how accurate that is either. And then I'll make the ultimate cobblestone generator. And of course I have the structure and some buildings right there, which I also need to lay out before I get to the tree farm anyway. So maybe I'll try and make the next episode a building one, or I'll further lay this out. I don't know. I'll see how long it is and I'll let you know. Okay, so I put it into the editor, and I don't know why I threw all that. I'm not gonna lie, it is way too long, and I might have to split it into 2 parts, because just all that, even edited down, was still an hour of footage. All of this being an hour. You know what? I'll put the full thing as one episode, but I will start working on the second page of this next time. And yeah, I'll definitely have to give myself a smaller projects in the future, or skip through a lot more. In the early game, I didn't want to skip through too much, so I went ahead and kind of showed a lot of it, and that took time. That time, unfortunately... Do I have lava in this one? Yeah, I think so. Whatever the case, that time took a lot of the time for this episode. So, if you want to see those buildings, if you stuck around this far, thank you, by the way. And if you are still here and you want to see those buildings, stick around. That will be the next episode. I don't have a consistent upload schedule, so I cannot tell you when that will be out. And if I tried, I would probably be late. So we will work on that in the next one. The next one might be more progress, but I'll be doing a lot less updates. That way I can keep it a little bit shorter. And the idea is that hopefully I'll be able to get the tree farm, the drill, the stone mill, and maybe even this all lined up by the end of next episode. But for now, I'm gonna call it for this episode. I'm not changing the intro, so it's gonna say in the intro that I finished all of it, or that I'm going to finish all of it. No. Not changing it, not gonna happen. I finished this, and that's what matters. I'll get to the tree farm next time. I'll start working on all that next time. The only parts I could see going slower is when I start crafting a drill, but after that, I'm not showing every time I craft a drill. It's gonna be a lot of planning. I'll see everyone there. Bye-bye.